Salve. Today we put Nioh on trial for its sins. I charged Nioh with gluttony. It is padded and bloated, its side missions are not optional, and should you decide to skip them at your own peril, for you might find yourself severely underleveled for the main story. It reuses areas in its side missions, it reuses bosses for its side missions. And even in the main storyline, it reuses the music from the intro sequence in its boss intros. And top of that, it has Twilight missions which are more recycled material. And to add insult to injury, should you decide to explore, you will mostly find trash, consumables, and the occasional green Oompa Loompa, which will give you a bit more region. I charged Nioh with greed. It tries to turn 5 melee weapons and 1 ranged weapon into countless items you could own. But the moveset is not based upon the item, it is based on the item class. So all katanas act the same, all axes also act the same, and so on. The only thing you're getting is different rarities, different rolls of stats, and different soul levels. If that sounds grindy, if that sounds like is a lot of trash, don't worry, there's a nice little sound that plays when items get dropped and they explode all over the floor in a golden flash of greed. There is also no attempt at world building. The areas are not connected, they don't flow in a logical sense. There is merely a mission select screen. I charged Nioh with Sloth. It has boring, generic, low-effort characters, its story is simplistic and cliched, and the protagonist is defined by the antagonist. And despite having a blank slate protagonist, there are only limited customization options available. You can shave him, you can change his haircut, but you're still gonna play as William of Derpington. There is also no PvP at launch, it will be provided at some point in a free update. Its bosses are tanky, and you're provided with low amounts of regen. This means that most boss fights are about endurance. I could go on and talk about the lackluster clan system and how many one-shots and grab attacks there are in the game, but I will rest my case, Your Honor. Now, let the defense come forward. Thank you, Your Honor. I think there have been some valid criticisms, but I think the trial so far has not been fair to Nioh. I think the game shows diligence because it has been patched twice already. I think it shows generosity because you can regenerate consumables if you put the points in magic or ninjutsu to get them. I think it shows temperance because you can remotely get your not bloodstains. I think it shows kindness because if you're stuck in an area, you can always co-op, which is much easier and allows many more deaths to occur, even of the host. I think it shows patience because it is easy to respec and respec multiple times as well. I think it shows humility because it doesn't tie the looks of the items to their stats. But what do you think, Your Honor?